Okay, good morning, everybody. I just woke up. Dragonborn Part 1 is getting posted right now, so your suggestions won't get to me unless I undo this thing. And if I ever do hour videos, beware that's probably gonna cut out because storage and stuff. Yeah, I just had to delete a ton of my fucking videos storage because I couldn't because I didn't have enough space to record a video, so video's still up on YouTube, just not in my fucking database. I'll have to re-record them if they get taken down, which will suck, but I don't care. I'll just fucking do it as I wish. So I'm pretty sure last that I left off, they were late for school, and Deku, being the picky bitch that he is, right? Well, he's not a picky bitch, he just hates the fucking clothes, wears that instead of fucking uniform. So they enter the classroom, and they have a motherfucking preschool teacher in there for Deku. No, they have a 6th grade teacher for Deku, because he went through 5th grade, basically. He did up to 5th grade, that's when the attack happened on his tribe, so he knows up to 5th grade, so they're like, so he's like, good morning, class, may Izuku, he doesn't have a last name, so it's just Izuku, I guess. Izuku, go to the back of the classroom with the 2nd teacher. You will do introductions with her, and then with class after, when we're done. He's like, why can't I sit with the rest of them? Because you're at 6th grade level, this is a high school. Okay. So, Deku goes to the back of the classroom, and everybody's snickering and laughing, and Deku just gets sadder and sadder as he's walking back there. So now the class goes by, and Velvet, being the amazing person that she is, walks over to Izuku and is like, hey, do you want me to teach you what we learned today? He was like, yes. So now she's teaching him everything that they learned that day, and all the guys are like, I wish I was at 6th grade level. So they regret making fun of him now, because Velvet hates them, and she's never gonna fucking help him ever again. So, it's USJ almost. So, you know what? They had the 2 weeks off, they just stayed in their dorms, and Izuku was getting taught on a 6th grade level, so he finished that in 2 weeks because he's very smart. So now he's in middle school. So, they get back, they basically have been doing homeschool, but in the dorm, so I was just teaching them there. So, they go back into the regular classroom. So, Deku. So, everybody's having a good time because it's, like, after school. So, Deku starts to grab his bag and start to leave. And then Monoma, being the douchebag that he is, goes over and is like, Class 1A. I'm gonna beat you or something. I don't remember. I have to rewatch fucking MHA, but he says something douchey. So, he's going through everybody saying how bad they are at something. Gets to Izuku. What are you, a scaly freak? So he doesn't really care. He says Velvet is a slut. And know what he does? He takes his hand, covers Mono's face, and smashes his head into the ground 5 times in a row, knees him in the gut, throws him to the back of class. He then shows him the bird. Bitch. So, Aizawa step in, fucking. Because he was about to go in for a round two, so Aizawa step in and restrain him, like, Izuku, we really need to get you into anger management classes, but that's no fair. He's like, yes, it is. So, he's taken to the fucking principal's office. Bakugo was even shocked, because he's not even that hot-headed. If you said anything about anybody else, he would just hitman him up, but Velvet is a line that you never want to cross. So, fucking, he takes to the principal's office. Nezu and him are talking, and Nezu's like, so why in the world did you beat the shit out of that student? He said he called Velvet a slut. He's like, why do you care about Velvet so much? He's like, when my parents died, she was my best friend, and she helped me. So when did your parents die? Well, what the fuck is with these questions? When I was 12. What were your parents' names? He was like, I don't remember. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air? The fuck? The fuck? There's white shit everywhere. So, Nezu is just fucking, like, starstruck. Like, how the hell does a 12-year-old not remember their family's name? So, okay, you may go. So, he's starting to think that Deku has amnesia or some shit. Because he can't remember his family. So, they go to the dorms, and Mina, being Mina, is like, okay, movie night, come on. Deku, not knowing what a movie is, because Velvet never showed him what a movie is. All of his information about the world is from Velvet, so he's like, what's a movie? Mina, hearing this, realizes that he has never seen the amazingness that is How to Train Your Dragon. She's like, okay, Izuku, you're sitting right there. I'm turning this on, and you're gonna like it. So now everybody sits down. She puts in How to Train Your Dragon. He's like, they train dragons? So she's like, yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? He's like, even the higher-ups of my clan couldn't do that. So they're like, were dragons in? Did you know dragons? And he was like, yes, we worship them. So they're like, oh, I think, oh. So he's like, so where's Bahamut? We're like, what the fuck do you mean by Bahamut? He's like, okay, pause. Okay, stop the movie. Alright, I gotta go show. I gotta grab my books. Okay, hold up. So, he gives them a whole rundown about his religion. And they're like, so why exactly were you banished? Oh, we believed in that there was a good dragon god. And they're like, the fuck do you mean a good dragon god? So like, well, the main tribe says that dragons enslaved us. And they used us for their own goodwill. And once we left, they banned religions about good dragons, like, and stuff like that. So they're like, oh, let's just get back to the movie. Izuku, how about that? He's like, oh, okay. So Deku, being absolutely shocked that they're fucking. So they get to the third movie and they see that they're using the scales, their dragon scales for armor, and Dick is like, does anybody know how to take off scales? So they're like, why would you need that? Oh, for you guys, of course. Like, what do you mean? Well, my scales are bulletproof, so why wouldn't I let you guys wear them? They're like, Holy shit, we're gonna be bulletproof. Bakugo and Todoroki say, we don't need that. We're good enough already. Bakugo being more angry, Velvet. Angry. Bakugo getting angry. And starts to rush at Deku and try to explode him, saying, do you think I need your assistance? So no, Deku just... he explodes Deku. And Velvet was right by him, so he sort of just... make sure Velvet is behind him, so he gets exploded. He doesn't even flinch. The dust settles, and they just see Bakugo on the ground with Deku with Deku's tail strangling him. Like, are you sure you don't want my skills? Because they're pretty strong, you know? Like, and it wouldn't be a hassle that I'm about to shed anyways, so they'll be like, okay, yeah, sure. So, you know, tomorrow's the sports festival, so that entire night, Deku's just fucking shedding his skin in pain. He's not in pain, he's just like, oh god. So there's scales all over his fucking room. Velvet comes in there to wake him up. She just sees Deku on the fuck in his bed and scales everywhere, and she's like, what the fuck happened? He was like, I shed. So, how many do you think would be good enough for one of you? So she's like, probably a whole entire set of scales. And he's like, oh god. And I'm just kidding. He doesn't actually give them his fucking scales. He's like, shit. His scales are his scales. He's not letting anybody fucking use them. Because that would be too much of a hassle for me to fucking remember. So the festival starts, and Deku was told to wear the UA thing, and he's like, can I just wear my clothes? And he's like, fine, but no sword. And he's like, gotcha. Deku comes out wearing that, because he doesn't like the fucking UA clothes, so Velvet goes up there and does her speech and talks about how anybody can become a hero with weak or strong quirks, which is a lie, but she just wants to make people feel good. So, tests start. Deku being fast enough to keep up with Shoto on his eyes, so Deku fucking jumping and leaping. Because he's very acrobatic still. He's more of the smaller Dragonborns, so he's acrobatic but still muscular, so... like, I was gonna use this one, but then I found this one, I was like, that's a lot fucking cooler. So, yeah. And they're allowed to sabotage the other players, because Shoto did it, so Deku, thinking that this is fair, fucking breathes acid on his ice and just melts it apart, so he's like, what the fuck? The fuck is going on? Xenoporters come by, and Deku just look at him like, because his acid is like a fucking projectile and shit, so he can like set it off very far. So it melts the fucking Zero Pointers. Mines, he just jumps over that shit. Zip ropes, he's climbing, you know, how it be. So, you know, he gets first. Okay? Cool. Screw you! My brother's making breakfast. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on him. Sorry about that. I had to do something. Last we left off, Deku was in first, Shoto second, Velvet third, and Katsuki fifth. Yeah, he's fifth. Yeah, I want him to be fifth. I don't know who would beat him. I'm gonna say Shinso, because I'm gonna say that he forced him to get him in fourth. Yeah, that's what it is. So, cavalry battle comes along. Velvet decides to just, screw it, I'll just go with Deku. So, you know, they have a team. It will be Mina to the side, Deku in front. Who else would want to join the team? And let's say Kirishima. Yeah, Kirishima. They put Deku in the front because he's bulletproof. And he can breathe fucking acid that's stronger than Mina's acid, so there you go. So, you know, they all charge after Velvet because she has the 10 million. Well, Deku gave her 10 million, so she has 10 million, that's why they're all charging after her. No, Deku does. Aims up. Breathes acid absolutely everywhere, burning the ground around them. So they can't really get past, or because there's a giant moat in the middle filled with acid. So, you know, Shoto thinks that he's all that, so he makes a ice thing that gets him across. So his group is running across, and he's about to touch it. Know what Deku does? Tail, boosh, bitch slap him, and grabs his scarf. So he doesn't have. So he has one scarf now. So she be like, Deku, you didn't have to do that. Give him back his scarf. He's like, fine. So he just hand back the scarf. So, they basically just be defending because they don't need to steal any points. Bakugo, being him, charges at them. And he is aiming for Deku, not Velvet Deku, because he made him angry. You know what he does? He explodes Deku, and Deku, having enough of his bullshit for once, just goes ham on his ass. Like, fucking, he got the moment of treatment 10 times fold. So, he's getting dragged across the ground. His arm is broken. He's bleeding out. Deku's strangling him with his tail at that point, so they're just so he goes back to his team, and they're just carrying around Bakugo strangling by the neck, strangling him. All of them are like, yeah, all of Class 1A are cheering, yeah, because Bakugo is an asshole, and they don't think that he should even be in their class. So, Aizawa, President Mike's like, Aizawa, are you gonna do anything about your students? He just looks at him like, no, he got what he deserved. What do you mean, Aizawa? Bakugo Katsuki, quirk explosions. He has a hot temper that nobody likes. I'm shocked he was even able to get into the hero course by the fact that he screams, die, 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 acts more like a villain, and explodes his friends all the time. After this, he's going to get so angry and try to get Izuku in trouble because he was defending himself. How do you know that? Because I live with them. He's like, oh yeah, you poor soul. Oh, another thing about Izuku Dragon Boy. He has to start at 6th grade level because he wasn't able to go to school. He's like, so you have a 6th grader in your classroom? No, he's fairly smart and disciplined. But he's still at a 7th grader level. So he's like, ooh, that must hurt. Izuku hearing this gets a little sad. Points his head down in shame like, Not that there's anything wrong with that, as I was just saying into Mike. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just means that you're behind your classmates. It's going to be and it shows true power and effort that you're able to get into your high school level in such a short amount of time. So Deku, get happy again. So start strangling Bakugo harder. Oh, that's just hilarious to me. Alright, start strangling him even more. You know, timer finally goes off. You know what Deku does with Bakugo? Throws him into a wall with his tail. So the cavalry girl walks over and like, he deserved it. Doesn't even give him a kiss. She just like gives him a lollipop and says, "You're okay, but my hands and arms, they're broken. Help me." Like, no. She just takes out a mallet and just like bonk. Then she heals him because she's like, he deserved it. Let's see. One-on-one battles, you know. Shinso's next. Ojiro tells Deku that he has a mind control quirk and that you should be wary of him because they all love my boy, right? They all love him. This is not gonna be Dragon What If and he's just gonna be like a pet. No. He's his own human being that can speak, right? Not just a toothless. So now Deku goes into the ring and Shinso, being him, is talking crap about him. He also talks crap about the tailman. Deku is just walking towards him. He starts talking crap about Velvet. Deku, being Deku, eyes go full slit like, cause at first they were slits, but they weren't that bad. They go for slit like. Let's see, eyes glow green, like a very bright green. Acid starts to drool out of his mouth, and Shinso realizes, oh shit, he fucked up. So, you know, he sort of just starts charging at him. He slams him into the ground and starts to wall up on him. He takes his claw, slashes his chest. Fucking pile drivers him, knees him in the gut. That sends him up flying. Deku jumps up into the air, takes his tail, slams him back down. Deku then cross-arm dives straight down, almost breaking Shinso's back. Then throwing him straight out the ring, breaking 2 walls. He goes back to normal. I was like, starts smiling and stuff. Like, I did it. So now people finally understand that you don't push the velvet button. But he's still that strong without the velvet button. When he's angry, it's just a power booster. He can still get to that state without velvet button. Or being angry, he just has to try. Because he's been sort of trying, but not his hardest this entire time. Because he's like, there's no point to trying. Like, I'm stronger than all of them. I haven't even been using magic. So, let's see what happens next. I guess it would be Velvet versus Mineta, I guess. She just kicks him out the ring, really. She just kicks him. Izuku has a deep hatred for Mineta because he hits on Velvet, so, you know, sort of don't like that. All the fights go the same. It's Deku versus Todoroki. So, you know, Todoroki says, I will beat you at half of my full power. And Deku's like, we're supposed to be using half of our power? So he's like, what do you mean? Like, we're supposed to be using half of our power. I didn't know that. Okay, I'll start using half. So fucking drooling, eyes glow green. So Drooling acid, eyes glow green, so it's like, okay, let's go at half. Todoroki being scared starts to fucking blast acid, and since Deku at this point, when he gets in this state, his veins also, the veiny stuff on his arms glow green as well. So that's a power booster basically to his punches. So, and he can emit acid from his arms now. So now Deku, being the absolute Chad that he is, just takes it and fucking, it starts to melt instantly, and Deku's just like, that one hurt a little bit. Anyways, let's end this quickly. So, Deku basically rushes at him, fucking slams him. He's a brawler. He has a brawling type fighting style. He knows a lot of fighting styles, it's just that he's been going with a brawler since the beginning, because he was like, I don't have to fucking try. Slams him in the ground, knees him in the gut. Then he switches it up, starts going into boxing like jab, jab, right hook, left, uppercut. Todoroki getting his shit beaten out of him. So he uses tries using his ice again, like, whoosh. And you know, he's trying to, fucking, what is it? Freeze Deku, freeze his limbs, but it's not working, so he's like, so on accident, he uses his fire and just blasts Deku. It sends him a little bit back, because he wasn't expecting it. It was like, did you really expect that to hurt me? Me and my dad would blast each other with fire. Me and my dad would blast each other with acid and fire for fun. So he gets scared instantly, because, like, they would blast each other with acid and fire for fun in the backyard. So, you know, Deku fucking Todoroki, realizing that he's gonna lose, just like, I forfeit the match. So, you know. But Deku's like, oh, that's no fun. You gotta stay a little bit longer. It's like, if I did, I would have died. No, you wouldn't. Acid from his mouth drops onto the ground, fucking burning the ground. And that's cement toss ground, so I'm pretty sure it's like fucking strong as hell. So cement toss gets fucking scared, because like that's just burning his cement like down. Did you really have to do my cement like that, dude? You didn't have to do that. So the next fight is Bakugo versus Izuku. So, you know, Bakugo gets onto the stage, angry as hell, crackling, being like, I'm gonna beat his ass today. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna win this, and I'm gonna get Velvet. Alright, she's gonna be my girl. Because he still likes fucking Velvet, so little does he know, she likes Izuku, and Izuku likes Velvet, so yeah, that's how it's gonna be. I don't know if my video is uploaded yet. I gotta check. I'm gonna check it. So, they get onto the stage, and Bakugo ready to beat some ass. Little does he know, he gonna be the one getting his ass beat. You know, she says start Bakugo, being him, rushes at Deku and tries a third explosion again and again, over and over, doing a howitzer impact as well. Dust clears, Deku is perfectly fine. Like, is that supposed to hurt me? You know, so now Bakugo's screaming, it's something with your clothes, I know it. It's about, that's why you never take it off. He's like, that's why you never wear the UA uniforms. He's like, if you don't want me to wear this stuff, then fine. So, you know, Deku takes off the cloak, he takes off the fucking chest piece, and they just see fucking white veins all over him, because, like, and they're like, what the fuck happened to him? So, you know, he says, like, this is more, so he's like, okay, let's go now. And he's fucking ripped, basically, because he doesn't look ripped, but he's ripped. So Bakugo gets scared. Velvet starts to fucking blush. It's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, he's so hot. Mina notices this and is like, yes, it shall happen. So, you know, Bakugo throws another explosion, thinking that this time it'll hurt him. It doesn't make him flinch once again, because it's basically him in general. The armor and the pelt that he has doesn't burn because it was made with the intention of acid. not melting his clothing. So like this time there's like a little ashes on him, but he just passed them out like, okay, time to die, pretty boy. So, you know, Deku, he just fucking punches him out of the ring like, okay, that's that. Okay, next fight, Velvet versus Deku, and Deku realizing, oh shit, it's Velvet. Velvet is like, okay, you're not gonna forfeit this match. And he's like, but I want to. He's like, no, you're fighting me at full power. And he's like, full power, what the hell? Yes, full power, okay. Me and you, mano y mano, full power. So since she asked for full power, Deku goes full power. Alright, so they go into the ring. Deku, eyes glowing green, acid dripping out of his mouth, fucking arms glowing green, tail fucking glowing, chest fucking glowing because he still doesn't have a shirt on. So he's a fucking acid dripping off from everywhere of his body, and it's like, you asked for this, so you can't complain afterwards. So she's like, yeah, I know. She sets herself alit. Fucking massacre. I'm just kidding. Deku is only using like 60% because he doesn't want to fucking hurt her. Too bad. So, you know, she rushes at him. So she throws fire at him, and since this one's fucking hot as hell, he flinches a little bit because her fire's hot as fucking hell. Like, stuff won't hurt his fire. Most fire won't hurt him, but her fire is too fucking hot for like him to handle. So he flinches, and she's like, holy shit, I made him flinch. You know, she goes in for a high kick, and he doesn't even, he does that Goku thing where he was punched, and he just had to move his face to the side. His mouth is still drooling acid, so her shoe is burning up, is like burning off. So she uses her other leg, hits him in the gut, alright? Realizes that there's acid dripping from the white vein looking stuff. So she pulls her punch away instantly, and she's like, there's one place I know it will work. So, you know, she uses her leg, uses fire as an accelerator, and hits him in the balls. Deku gets on the ground, starts cowering, fucking whimpering, tail between legs, like, okay, now I'm mad. You didn't see anything. So, him getting angry now is like, okay, now I'm gonna actually try. So she's like, what the fuck do you mean? So Deku fucking goes full power. her seeing this is like, okay, I forfeit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. He's like, okay. Now, could you please take me to the hospital? Because he's still in pain, he's just not letting it show, like. She's like, what do you mean you're not in pain? Like, I am, I just don't want to show it, so she's like, fine, so. They start walking to the recovery girl's office. He's getting fucking funny. No, cause they have to do the celebratory thing. He's like, the entire time, like. Once All Might gets to him, Deku finally caves in and just fucking drops to the ground in pain, like, dear God, someone take me to the hospital, please. It hurts. All Might being like, we can never let a man's testes go to waste. You have children to bear. Hope y'all enjoyed that little soda can ASMR. I'm watching YouTube after this. I can't fucking. I think I can end it here actually. Like, can't I? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. That way I have more parts to make, and I have to rewatch the series so everything goes correct. You know how it is, so. Bye. Have a nice day. Hope you all enjoyed. Like it. I'm just joking, okay? Do whatever the hell you want. 360.